Hi everybody!
It's us!
And Amy's here today to tell us about
Art for Fire! Yay!
Yay! Okay, so basically a few months ago we came up with this idea, or I began the idea, Art for Fire. After the California wildfires happened, I felt this frustration with not really being able to do anything for disaster reliefs. And there are so many different disaster reliefs that has happened over the years that I decided, hey, why don't we get some artists together and donate art, sell the work, and all the money can go to the California wildfire victims, and also, you know, rebuilding homes, etc., etc. It didn't work out quite the way I wanted it to originally. The Red Cross had told us they had already received enough funds for the immediate relief for the California wildfires. So what happened was I discussed it with my co-founder, Kristen Terrana, who's had many brilliant ideas on how to raise money for different needy causes and raise more awareness to people about what is going on in the world. And basically what we're going to do now is raise money for victims in New Orleans, Darfur, Tabasco, Mexico, and extended relief programs for the California wildfires. And what we've decided to do, instead of donating the money to larger organizations like the Red Cross, we're going to donate to smaller grassroots non-for-profit organizations. Not only will it help the smaller organizations get money for their projects, but also it'll be a good way for us to accomplish the mission, which is to help people affected by different natural disasters.
So you've discovered this small grassroots organization in Hawaii.
Yes, Hawaii. It's called lifenets.net.
Lifenets.net.
And you can go to their website. You can actually read their mission statement and watch their video about how they're trying to make their mission happen. And it's a very small organization. They've just gotten off the ground. And I actually familiarized myself with the girl who works there, Dawn, and she told me a little bit more about it, and it sounds like a great way to help the genocide out in Darfur, which is a big deal. Now, the other idea, what we're still doing right now, is looking for small non-for-profit organizations that want to help us help them. And our other founder, Diane Desimone, has been doing a lot of extensive research on different organizations for us, and has also been so wonderful with getting the word out about Art for Fire. She also mans our Cafe Press site, which is cafepress.com/artforfire. And all the money from that site will help upkeep Art for Fire. Basically, it will help pay for the website for the artists, flyers, any press release, whatnot we need to get out to get the word out. And whatever's left over, we will obviously donate to the cause. And you can buy t-shirts, hats, aprons, you name it, mugs. It's just a great way. It'll have the Art for Fire name and logo on it. It's just a nice keepsake, especially if you decide to buy artwork or you just want to make a difference by helping us keep our projects going.
So it doesn't, you know, you want to make a difference, it doesn't have to, and you don't have a ton to give.
If you don't have a ton of money, it's another great way. And it's not that we're only using that money for the upkeep of Art for Fire, but this will help future projects with Art for Fire, things we really want to do to help our artists. Now we have other ideas. Kristen has an amazing slew of ideas for Art for Fire.
She's really
the idea person for sure. And she has actually started another way to raise money. And all this money will go to displaced musicians out of New Orleans. And she's gotten some musicians to help with a compilation CD. And all the sales will help the displaced musicians from New Orleans. It's a small organization, and she found it because she did some volunteer work out in New Orleans. And when she went out there's no more government funding going on out in New Orleans. and it's really devastating.
Familiar with A Million Faces, her channel, YouTube channel, check it out. She recently was in New Orleans and did a nice clip that kind of gives you an idea that there's still suffering going on there. Still.
Completely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's kids, they're going to school in trailers, and, you know, they walk by schools that are completely dilapidated and collapsed, and it's very strange how the politics of, you know, reconstructing the school has become, and they're not actually even going to start rebuilding until 2009, and some kids at that point won't even be in school anymore. So it's really very disturbing, and we're hoping, you know, if the funds go well, we can do more for New Orleans victims and the people out there. But yes, also, you know, the idea is to really reach out. There's so many different things going on in the world, and we really want to try to make as big a difference by donating to these small organizations that want to do great things. And it's helping the artists by getting exposure on the website. It's just a great opportunity. And like I said, in the future, we're hoping to do more projects where the artists can receive some of the proceeds, maybe a small percentage, just to kind of compensate for materials and whatnot. As you know, a lot of people don't know this. Taxes taken from this, you don't really get much of a tax break as an artist. You can only deduct the cost of art supplies, and for people who do freelance work, you're not, you know, and you do register when you do your taxes as a freelancer, you're not really getting any kind of an additional break. You know, so I hope people realize this is coming completely out of our hearts. I have donated work, Kristen has donated work, and Diane, we have all donated our time and our hard-earned hours of sleep to make this happen. For sure, because it's only 3 of us, and you know, I really hope and sincerely, you know, want people to know we're not doing this for the fame or the glory. This is something we really want to do with our talents and our creative abilities. Diane also has an art history major, Kristen has an illustration painting major, and I'm also illustration painting major. So we're taking our creative juices and think processes and putting them together and coming up with some really wonderful ideas for the future of Art for Fire, and hoping that we can get those off the ground, you know, after this project happens. So the idea is, you know, we've already gotten a good many artists on Art for Fire. You can see we have actually some very well rehearsed artists and some pretty impressive resumes, and just also artists who just do art for fun and photography for fun, and we're hoping to get some jewelry submissions soon, and I just think it's going to be really great. And the idea right now is, you know, we've got the artist, we need people to help buy the work, and this is original works of art. Some of our work is very inexpensive, and if you bought the work that you see on Art for Fire in a gallery setting or elsewhere, it would probably be twice the price that it is on the Art for Fire website. Sincerely, and sincerely, like, yes, you know, the pieces you see for $300, $350 would be twice as much, if not more so, in a gallery setting or, you know, professional environment.
So it's a big fat win-win.
It really is. You get to buy the art, and you really get to make a big difference. And what we're working on right now is, once we get all of the different smaller organizations together, the person who buys the work will get to choose which organization they get to give the money to. So that's very impressive. And the only thing we're not doing that with is Tracks for Change, because it's definitely going to musicians displaced out in New Orleans.
I think it's a wonderful thing you're doing. And
it's exciting. It's exciting, and we're really excited about it. So you can check out the Cafe Press site. Again, what we're going to be doing in the near future, it's not just going to be the logo. It's actually, we're going to get artists who want to put images on the t-shirts with their name underneath. So you'll know who the artist is, that you've got your mug, you know, with, or your t-shirt, or your apron, you know, whatever, or your cap, you know, whatever, and it will have the artist's work on it with a little signature underneath. So we're really excited to do that, and that's going to be up probably in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, well, I'll be looking for it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm excited.
Bye!
Bye, thanks.